Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Naughton. You're going to join me in my studio today, and together we're going to make some art. Let's get started. Today we're going to be studying insects. I know you're learning that in your regular class. I gave you this sheet, and we're going to be making insects out of newspapers and magazines. And you want to make sure you have the head, the thorax, and the abdomen, and then, of course, 6 legs. You can add pinchers and eyes as well. Here's some examples that I made up. I did them on black paper, but we'll do one together on white today. Can you see that? That was a panda bear's face from a National Geographic magazine. These are some birds' faces for the eyes. So use your imagination and design your own insect. I call this one the false eye butterfly. Here's another example. This one I called the barbed fly. He's got a tire for his head and then some different things, including an ancient Mayan ruin for his body. So I looked through my magazines and I figured a couple pictures I might like. So now I need to think, all right, I'm gonna make a head. We know that most things in insects are symmetrical, so if you want to fold your paper in half and cut out the head shape that you desire on the fold, then you'll get a symmetrical piece. That looks like a good head. You can tell I'm using a candy magazine. This part up here is a nice part to make part of a body. So I'm going to fold this in half the best I can. And then I'm going to cut out part of the body. Actually, the whole dish that's here kind of looks like it could be the thorax. Now I might need to make my head a bit smaller, so I have to adjust that depending on what sizes I get. So I'm going to adjust that. Sometimes I'll speed the video up so you don't have to see every step that I do. I think I'm going to turn the bug this way. I'm liking that. Now I need something for his abdomen. Maybe I'll use one of these shoe designs. Let's see if I can't. And sometimes I'll cut something out and I won't like the way it looks, so I'll come up with something different. So just trim them up. Do I like that or not? Maybe I want to hide that under there. I don't mind it like that. You can decide if you want to add wings. On these insects I added wings, but I think on this one I'm going to make him more of a creepy crawler insect. So I'm going to take my glue or my bottle glue stick, whatever you have at home. Even tape will work. We just have to improvise, and we know that we can make art out of anything. That's what I've always told you. So I'm going to glue down my pieces. I'm going to glue the one that's furthest back down first. And I know that I'm going to have to slide the abdomen underneath the thorax here. So I'm going to leave it a little bit up in the air like that. And then I'm going to put this part down because I wanted it to kind of cover that part. There we go. Now I can use my markers to add some details. I can also cut out some antenna, but I'm going to add eyes with a marker. If you don't have magazines at home, you can draw your own, and I'm going to outline this guy. You could draw your own insect, and instead of using magazines, you could use different patterns. I know you're also very creative, that you'll come up with some great ideas. And feel free to send me pictures of what you create. Your parents will have my email address. I'd love to see what you make. So I'm going to bring up one set of legs like this, and then the other one this way. Sometimes insects' legs bend and they have little pinchers on the ends. Now, he does need some antennas. So I'll look back to my pages and decide what I want to put. I could have even used those for something. I think I'll use this part. And I'll cut out some antennas. So I'm folding it in half because I need two, and we know if we fold something in half and cut it out, then we'll get two of them. I kind of like these because they look a little bit pinchery at the bottom. So this part you can use your scrap of your magazine and carefully hold it down and try to put the glue in maybe just one direction so it doesn't tear, because they are rather delicate. And I'm going to have them coming right out of there. If you want to get even more creative, you could add a background or a habitat for your insect. That could be a lot of fun to do the next day if you decide to do some art at home. I'm going to give him some little eyes in the center here with my markers, and I'm going to give him some little lines across these. I can see that on the handout I gave you, there are some little lines across it. And maybe I'll give him some little dots up his legs for some details. I want you to use your imagination. So this is a bug. You're an entomologist. You've been studying insects at school, and you've discovered this bug. So there's a worksheet attached to this in the lesson, and it's going to ask you things like my bug's name. So I'm going to call this the slipper bug, since he's got part slipper in him. I could have called him the candy bug too, but that would be me, because you know I love candy. So this is the slipper bug. On the worksheet, which you'll see, it says all about my bug. My bug's name. My bug's name's the slipper bug. He eats. He likes to eat worms and candy. Where's his habitat? He's often found in rotted out trees. And my bug can, where it says my bug can your bug hop, crawl, fly? Can your bug curl up? Tell me. And some other interesting facts about your bug. You could even go in the backyard, outside, and find out some other great things about the bug. So there you have it, the slipper bug. You can even come in here and add some more details. Maybe you want to put some lines across it like this. Maybe you want to put a couple lines down there. Or maybe you're content just leaving the patterns of your collage to make your bug. So remember, we made a collage today, and collage is the French word for to cut and paste, and that's what we did. It's been wonderful creating insects with you. I'll see you again soon. I miss you all. Miss Naughton.